Hello, my beautiful people. Time to pull some runes. So, I'm toying around with the idea of doing a live version of rune pulls at lunchtime, like a lunchtime rune pull, because that's typically when I do my rune pulls. I'm doing mine early today, just because I need some energy. I was so silly yesterday, but your comments are great. And Hesja mentioned this really cool thing, which is that I was doing this workshop on mediumship with the Magic Sisters, and in their like newsletter they have sort of instruction about tarot cards, and I did all the assignments, and the two cards that came out were part of the assignments. Like, how crazy is that? So yeah, and it's funny because I didn't recognize the card without that image of the heart with the swords in it, the three of swords. I always think of that heart. That's usually what some version of that in a deck. Who knows? But anyway, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, I love your comments. Your comments are fabulous. So tell me if you think I should do a live lunch, even if you don't, if you can't come, because it gets recorded and posted. But it would be fun to have like comments and people interacting. So I might do that. Something fun to do over lunch break. All right, let's read some runes, shall we? All right, we have our green man. Another green man. And we have our Iona stones. And we'll do 3 Norns. So, present energy. We have Kibo, which is gift. It's my favorite stone. What led us up to gift? Kibo could also mean like relationships, positive relationships, partnerships, contracts, things like that. Exchange, positive exchange. Okay, Jira, which, as you know, yesterday that was our outcome stone, so we're starting in that energy today. That cycle. Prosperity, peace, harvest, fruitful harvest. You get what you deserve, good or bad. Can't make a river run faster. What's our potential outcome? Not this. Not this. What is not this? Need, self-reliance, endurance, survival. I'm going to take a hot minute to think about this and talk to Spirit and see what Spirit has to say, and I'll be right back. So this is a good reading, even though Nothis is in it. Whenever we see the menacing stones, we're like, the menacing stones are here. But basically what I'm hearing is that you have really great gifts, and you have one in what it takes to be self-reliant. And Nothis is about need, but it's also about being self-reliant, being able to navigate your own canoe, right? So you have all the gifts, you have all the knowledge, not all the knowledge, we always need more knowledge, but you know what I'm saying? You have the knowledge, you have the gifts to navigate your own canoe. And so when self-doubt creeps in, just remember your gifts. Like, remember that you have gifts, and you can rely on them, right? They're gifts of spirit, so you can rely on them. So if you're going through anything like that, just remember that you have gifts, right? Let's see what the cards have to say, if they add anything to it. This reading can resonate with me or resonate with you. So I have to think about, like right now, the present energy you're in is like you have these gifts, but, like, remember, Jira is all about cycles, and things come around and around and around. So, while things are like going really great right now, just know that that's not the way it always is, right? There's ups and downs. You, as a long distance hiker, you spend a lot of time going up mountains and a lot of time going down mountains, and you don't actually spend a whole lot of time at the top of the mountain. Well, you do if you're me, because I just sit there and write and take pictures and write more. But, and catch my breath. But, just remember that life's a journey, right? So right now things are really positive and going well, and that's certainly true for me. But, just know that around the corner is going to be an uphill climb, and you have what it takes to get up that hill. So, rely on spirit, connect with spirit, stay connected to spirit, and don't doubt the gifts that you have. So let's ask spirit for any additional cards. Oh, one right out the gate. Pass one. Pass two. Oh, jeez. I don't think these are meant to come out. I'm going to do another pass because I had a whole thing fly out, but I'm not sure if that's what Spirit wanted. If they're meant to come out, they'll come out again. All right. All right. Lots of cards. All right. The first card that came out, which I love this card, is the Crone Fairy Godmother. Wisdom, future, and truth. And really, like, there's a song that has been stuck in my head, and it's called, it's not a well-known song. I like what we call hiker music, so it's, I don't know the genre of it. It's not rock, it's like NACO, medicine for the people, camp, things like that. And it's, a little bit of everything is the name of the song. And there's a phrase in it where it's these little vignette stories, and the one story is about an elderly man who's at a soup kitchen, and he's getting, his plate filled, and the line is something like, he's thinking about, like, when his bright future had left him. And, like, that keeps, like, coming around and around in my mind. And I think it comes around because, I work, I'm a professor, and I'm also a dean, and I teach students. I've been a professor and a teacher, a missionary teacher, for my whole career. And I have the privilege of working with young people and also with adult learners. But, now a lot of my students, they're in their, they're having kids now, right? So you can, like, and it connects to, this is so rambly, I'm so sorry. When my father was dying of cancer, my father loved to go fishing, and but he had gone blind at the end of his life. And I had said to him, Dad, like, we'll take you fishing, and Dave will string your hooks for you, and you don't worry, you'll still be able to feel the fish is on. And he just said, no, no, no. And at that moment, I knew that he had given up. It was in that moment that I knew that, he had accepted what was coming. And I think, for young people, you can look at a young person's life, and, and see where their bright future changes into their sort of monotonous everyday life, right? And, some of my son's friends, because technically, all of them graduated in 21, except for my son, who's in the extended program, my younger son. You can see it, right? And it's heartbreaking sometimes, because there are people with just tremendous potential who, they get caught up in the wrong things. And they'll come back around sometime, right? They'll come back around sometime. But, sort of, being able to watch that with the crone. The crone is a wise woman, right? And just, like, I feel like I'm more wise now, as I get older, as I tap into more spirit, and being able to see sort of the future and how things unfold, and just knowing that, like, May Day, right? Like, the flowers of spring, like, that's a beautiful time of year, but it doesn't stay spring forever. Winter is coming, and we have to rely on the flowers and the fruits and the harvest that we collected, during the Lunasa. We have to hold on to that, and then, have that in store for the winters of our life and the things that are scarier. So, just a reminder from Spirit to keep working on wisdom. See some other cards. We got a lot of cards this time. We got the Oakman, which is threshold answers and an open mind. And I love this guy because he's standing at this door, and the way the book talks about it, I haven't read the book for a while, but the way the book talks about it and the way that I see it is that this is like leveling up in a video game for all my gamers out there. You're at the door for the next level of whatever spiritual path you're on, whatever, in work or in a relationship or whatever. You're ready for that next level, and you're at the door, and he's ready to let you in. He says you're ready, and he's ready to let you in. But once you move into that room, you can't go back, right? You have access to all the other rooms, right? You can go back and look at those other rooms, but now you're in a new room, and you have to do all the quests in that new room before you get to the next door. But he's there, and he's ready to let you in if you're ready. But sometimes we think we're ready, and we're not. Like in a relationship, right? We think we're ready for that next level, but we're really not. The marriage stage or the partner stage or whatever. We're not really ready for it. We think we're ready for it because our human bodies, this meat suit is controlled by biology, right? So we get, hormones and things going on, but, we have to think clearly and really rely on wisdom to make decisions about things like that. Okay, and that leads to heart center, connection, love, and receiving. I've said a million times on this channel, I love love. I'm a lover. So I am. Love is amazing. But there's always risk with love, right? It is a portal into your heart, right? And you want to be careful that the folks that have the matching keys are the ones that can get in. You want to make sure that you're protecting yourself, with those who you love. Tree spirit is strength, growth, and stability. Again, you've been growing the gifts of strength, and you're going to need them later on. You may not need them right now, but don't forget that you have them. Put them in your stockpile so that you can rely on these things later. You do that through divination guides, OM, and tree spirits. Right? That's how we tap in. We tap into spirit. We connect with spirit. And that's how we build up our stockpile so that we have it for later. But then be sure to rest, stop, recharge, and take care of yourself. Right? Take care of yourself. If you're not healthy in the gift part of your life, you're certainly not going to be healthy in the winter, right? Wow, there's a lot of cards, Spirit. Thank you. Spirit is awesome. Always. Let's see if we have any additional cards from Earth Wisdom. All right, 3 passes. This one. Pass 2. Pass 3. Okay, what do we have? We have truth. We had that, with the card, with the crone card too. So really, think about truth. Always be truthful. Honor the truth. Be a person who shares truth. And the other card is self-acceptance. Accept the truth about who you are. Accept the truth about your gifts. Accept the truth about the direction you're leading. We all, we either go one way or the other, don't we? We're either like overconfident in our skills, or we're not confident enough, right? Try to really be confident and self-assured, but also not arrogant. And I always think that humility is so important. And in the field that I'm in, both as a professor and as a programmer, I encounter people of all different varieties in regards to humility. And I think it's just a reminder to stay humble and stay kind. So, you have gifts. They're amazing. You've come a long way with them. You've grown with them. Be sure to store your gifts so that you can rely on them later on when seasons change and you need your skills to get you through so you can be self-reliant. I am wishing you all the very best in light and love. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Be well. Bye-bye.